It's your boy, Cool Guy Dom. Cut that. Everyone, it's Cool Guy Dom, and I have a very exciting package in this box from Mercari. Is about 7, I think, old mid-90s Lego sets with their original box instructions. Nothing crazy, just a bunch of more of the smaller sets from that time period. And I'm really excited to get into it. I paid $92-ish after shipping and handling, so I'm hoping with the value of the sets we can succeed past that $92 threshold and see if I made a plus if I were to sell these sets. I probably won't sell these sets because they're cool and I don't like selling Lego. I just like to buy it. Let's get into these sets. Real quick before I get into the sets, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe because that would help out the channel a ton and I'd really appreciate it. Box. Okay. Kids, be careful with cutting utensils. Always cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. But yeah, the price to beat here, I think I just ripped this open, is $92. And you can already see some goodies in there. Oh man. Ooh, man. Oh man, I am okay. This... Ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about the packaging. I'm really happy that this did not get crushed because my last old Lego set haul was an atrocity. But we'll start pulling these sets out. I see we have a big bag which looks like a few sets in here. We have some old classic, you got some Futuron and a classic space set. I don't have either of these themes in my collection. Oh, here's an exciting one. We have an Ice Planet 2002. That's really nice. I think in the listing, only a few of these sets were missing pieces or had alternate pieces. From my memory, this trans neon orange chainsaw blade, I believe, is missing, but that shouldn't be a worry. I might even have that piece in my collection, who knows. The next set is, we have this Space Police 2. What is it? Galactic Chief set. Very cool. At Kmart, it was $2.59 back in the day. That's crazy. Then we have this Aqua Shark, Spy Shark set from Walmart. Used to be $7.47. I love when old sets have the original price tags. I think that's hilarious. This is probably the one I was most excited for, was this Recon Robot from Spyrius. I am trying to collect all these Spyrius sets with original box instructions, and now this puts me at, I believe, 4. I have 4 of them now, which is really exciting. And then the last set is this, what is this? Aqua Zone Crystal Crawler. Now this set would have come with like this really weird blue landscape playscape thing. But the original seller did not have it, nor do I really want it because it's kind of ugly. Maybe one day I'll add it to my collection, but we'll see. The boxes aren't too beat up. I mean, for them being as old as they are, we have some cobwebs. Very cool. And we have a truck going by my house. Love that. So I have the 7 sets all laid out. We got Bricklink up. Let's look these up, see where we're at with the total, and I'll try to also account for missing pieces or alternate parts. This is the twin wing spoiler. Now, one thing to mention, the helmet is wrong. It's supposed to have a normal biker helmet, but this has the original classic space helmet. But other than that, the set looks pretty complete. But the main play features of it is that these legs are actually wings, and it flies like this, which is very interesting. There's some really cool printed 1x2 tiles here, and some control panels here, along with some levers and some thrusters in the back, and these trans red antennas are really neat. There's even some tiles on the side. There's a lot going on with this set, this weird twin wing spoiler. If we take a look at the instructions, we can see the classic Futuron backgrounds of the grid patterns in the back of the instruction booklets. Really cool. If we fold them out, you'll see that this set is just, this is it. This is the entire instructions. How cool is that? Okay, lowest listing is $22.69. Complete set with instructions, no box, adult collector built and displayed only. That's not bad. So it's like a $20 set here alone with instructions. That's a plus. We're off to a good start. The next set is the classic space probe. Looking at the listing currently on Bricklink, there's only a few, and I'm gonna say the average is gonna be $25. So that's a plus right there. I think we're at a good start. We're at a good start. Classic space exploration, my bricks. That is straight up a rocket launcher. Look at that. It's just a rocket. Let's take a quick look at the space probe. Technically, we get 2 minifigures in this set. Now, believe it or not, on Bricklink, this little droid here is classified as a minifigure. Not sure how I feel about that. To me, personally, I do not consider this a minifigure, a side build maybe, but this is no way a minifigure in my opinion. Now, the actual minifigure of the set is we get a classic yellow spaceman, and I love how the gold on this figure is still in really, really great condition, which if you didn't know, these old classic space minifigures, the gold emblem on their torso is prone to rub off pretty easily with play. So the fact that it's still there in such good shape is pretty impressive. Now here is the space probe, which seems to be a little rover with a control panel and a hinge brick connecting to the rocket that allows to be angled, which is cool. This is basically just a rocket launcher. Look at that. Boom. Hits another spaceship. Dunzo. It even shows in the instruction booklet a few alternate models, like a little grabbing thing or an even more complicated looking probe. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, these were the instructions. Boom, simple as that. Next up is the Ice Tunnelinator. I hope I'm saying that right, but there aren't any matching up listings that match ours right now. So I'm just gonna value this at $20. At $20, I'll say that, $20. Okay, here's the set released in '93. It's just like this little rover that's supposed to have a chainsaw on the front of it, which unfortunately is missing from our set here, but that's okay. It's probably easy replacement parts. But we have these giant, huge wheels. We have a bracket on the front. We have a little guy in his little visor, which is pretty neat. We'll take a quick look at him. This is the most common of the Ice Planet minifigures. It's just Ice Planet guy. Does he have a name? Let's find out. Nope, no name. Just Ice Planet male. Oof, we'll call him Chad. So Chad here is equipped with a really cool trans neon orange visor with a little antenna up top for radio communications and a air tank so he doesn't suffocate and die on the harsh icy planets of Ice Planet 2002. Also, that torso print is really sick. The front of the box shows the Tunnelinator in an icy terrain, which I think is really neat. I love how they did really elaborate displays with their sets and backgrounds. On the top, we see an original Kmart sticker for $2.59, which I think is awesome. 24 interlocking pieces. We see the side of the box, the back of the box. It even says here you could build any of these exciting models with this set. It's just exciting models, wow. Ages 5 to 10. I feel like a 3-year-old can build this set nowadays, but you know what? Yeah. Ice Planet 2002, Tunnelinator. Cool set. The next set we have up is the Galactic Chief, a small set from '93 with 17 pieces and 1 minifigure. This set retailed for another $2.59. And with looking at the listings in the US, the only one with box instructions is listed for $32. So I think I'm gonna call mine, we'll call it 30. We'll put it down as $30. Now we'll take a quick look at the set itself, the Galactic Chief. The figure itself appeared in one other set. I can't remember the name of it, but it was the big flagship Space Police 2 set. And this set was released in '93. So it is almost 30 years old, that's just crazy. But here's the figure itself. We have the Space Police 2 Chief, has a really cool printing and some red epaulets, and he comes with a white megaphone, or is it a blaster? Ooh, he has some black air tank so he doesn't, choke out in the nothingness of space. We have a green visor, head print, I believe was used for some Star Wars figures, maybe not, I don't know, I can't remember. But the ship itself is also pretty neat. It's just a small little flyer, has a really cool snot brick with some anti-studs on the side of it, which allows these engines to connect to it, which is pretty neat. I will have to give this set a scrub-a-dub-dub because this set is kind of dirty, not gonna lie, but it has a really cool green windscreen. We have a fin in the back, we have a printed piece saying Space Police. There's the underside. We take a look in the instructions. I'm sure they're just like the other small sets. It's just a sheet printed on both sides. Very cool. We take a quick look at the box. We see that Kmart sticker right there. That's just I find that so amazing. I don't know why, I just do. But here's the top of the box, the side of the box, the back of the box with another build any of these exciting models with this set. That's an exciting model right there. That's great. Oh, we have the side of the box again, ages 5 to 10, with the set number up top, yada yada. And that's gonna be it for this set. Pretty neat, not gonna lie. The next set I have is the Spy Shark. Now, with the current listings in America, I can't find any with the original box instructions, and after looking in European listings and all that jazz overseas, I couldn't really find anything else, so I'm gonna call this one 20 bucks. Again, I think just lowballing it, I think we'll probably get 20 bucks out of this set. I think it looks pretty cool. Here is the Spy Shark build. I really love that printed windscreen in the trans neon orange. I think that is so cool. We have some really cool rotors in the back, and you can kind of see how it's constructed. We have these really weird, I don't even know what to call these pieces, but they're they kind of, I don't even know these pieces, man. These some of these pieces I've never even seen before in my entire life. But we have this really cool Aqua Shark print right here. These trans neon orange rotors. There's even included a bush, which, you know what, as unnecessary it is, it's world building, and you can put this on your builds back in the day, and I think that's really cool. The figure itself, here we have the Aqua Shark. Now, the figure is supposed to have a trans neon hook, but unfortunately the seller, I guess, didn't have that and replaced it with a light gray one, which is all right. But if we take the helmet off, we see he has like a 5 o'clock shadow all around his entire face and a really cool print. No back printing, but hey, it's from the 90s. It's to be expected. Here's the interior of the Spy Shark, and as you can see, there's a little 1x2 printed panel, and the Aqua Shark just sits in there. Close it up, and he's off to wreak havoc underwater. Cool set. I like it. Almost forgot to mention the chrome harpoons. We love chrome. Hashtag we love chrome. Bring back chrome pieces, Lego, please, we'll pay. Now, for the first time with all the sets we've looked at today, this is an actual instruction booklet with multiple pages and not just a small fold-out brochure. And these were the old instructions back then. You just spot the difference and put the pieces on where you think they belong, and then eventually you'd have a finished Lego model. Here is the box. Now, the box has seen better day, but hey, it's here. It's in a condition. That's something to be grateful for. It has 57 pieces. Walmart sticker says $7.47, which I think is pretty cool. We have the top of the box, ages 6 to 10. Here's one of the sides of the box, back of the boxes, and you can see some pretty cool alternate models. I don't know what's going on here, but that looks pretty neat. That's just a little flyer. With the bottom of the box, barcode, yada yada, other side of the box. And that's it for the box, and that's going to be it for the set. Next up is the Crystal Crawler. Now, my version is 1728. It's supposed to have a landscape that you could play on. Mine just doesn't. There's another version of the set, 6145, Crystal Crawler. By going at the listings of that, I'm going to say the average of this set in its condition currently, I'm going to say it's 30 bucks. I'll call it 30 bucks with the box instructions. Here we have the Crystal Crawler, which is a drivable submarine essentially with arms and propellers. There's these really cool forklift pieces here that keep the arms in their positions. It's a very odd play feature, but it works pretty well. I guess this thing, if it gets to a point under the sea where it can't roll over it or drive, it just starts flying up in the water and then it goes back down. I don't know, use your imagination, but there's these really cool arms for grabbing crystals, and these arms haven't been in production in forever. These old hinges, I think they're really cool, but they aren't, they come apart pretty easily, and sometimes they slide out of position, and that can't be that much fun, especially if you're really in the moment. But the windscreen opens up like that, and then you get your Aquanaut. We'll just name him Derek, and he'll fit right in. There's a printed 1x2 tile in there, which is really cool, but he fits right in, and then he just goes. Now, on Brooklink, this figure is listed as Aquanaut 2, but I'm gonna call him Derek. He looks like a Derek to me, especially when you take off his helmet. That's total Derek. We have some paint rubbing on the top of his head, but oh well. Other than that, it's a pretty cool figure. It has some really cool shades, really nice printing. Now, in the set, it's supposed to come with 2 chrome daggers, but mine only came with 1. Whoop-de-doo, oh well. And then we also can't forget chrome harpoons. Love those chrome harpoons. Can't forget to mention those. Here we have the instructions, and you can see at the top right both set numbers for both versions of the set. We just go through the book, yada yada instruction manual, pretty good. If you look at the back of the instructions, we can see some better images of alternate models you can build with the set. We have this weird underwater mech with a propeller as its face. We have this weird scorpion tricycle, which I think is actually really neat. And then we have this little sub with arms, which I also think is really neat. Great alternate models. I might try to build these one day. We take a look at the box here. We have the front of the box, and in the corner we have the big free aqua playscape. That's whatever. Mine didn't come with it. Boohoo. If we look at the side of the box, boom, some more artwork. Back of the box, alternate models, very nice. We even have this extra one that wasn't depicted in the instructions, but this is also a really cool sub. And yeah, that's pretty much the box. There's a few, you know, a little beat up on the top, but other than that, it's in pretty okay shape for being almost 30 years old. And our final set of the lot is Recon Robot from Spirius. Now, looking at the listings, the only one that I could feel like would match up is there's one that has, you know, excellent condition, includes box instructions and extra pieces. One side of the box is a little beat up. I feel like that fits our description, and that's listed for $49. So we'll call this set 50 bucks. We'll put it on the list as 50 bucks. Now, I don't know why, but I love this set. The color scheme of Spirius, the goofiness of the robots, I think they're just super cool. And the theme with Spirius is essentially these guys were just going around, you know, M-Tron, Ice Planet, even Space Police, just taking up their data. They had like these little informational cards, I guess, little hard drives, and they were just taking information left and right and selling it on the Lego black web, dark market, or whatever. And the Recon Robot is just a big old robot. It's not their biggest robot. They have a bigger robot set, the Robo Guardian, which I hope to own one day. But this guy has these really weird little pinching hand claws, no elbows, at least bendable ones. He has like his arms bend really weird, honestly. But he's such a goofy looking dude. He has a red screen where you take the pilot. I believe this is the Spirius Chief, but in the continuity of space, I think in the story of space, it was actually the robot that was in charge the entire time, the minifigure robot guy. But he fits up there. He's controlling the robot, beep, bop, boop. I really like this robot design. I think the mouth as the grills, he kind of looks like he's got big old lips, which I think is pretty silly. He's got little eyes, he's got antennas. He has this weird tube mohawk thing going on. He has a little compartment down here, which you can, in theory, put the little hard drive in his tummy, which I think is pretty neat. If we look back, there's even a little compartment down here. You can put, the Spirius Chief's blaster down there. There's even some extra blasters on the side of the robot, but he rides along. He gets around on 6 wheels. He ain't got no legs. Legs are overrated. Yeah, that's the robot. Here are the instructions. We again see that really cool grid pattern in the space sky, whatever, with some purple lights. We have the minifigure down here, set on the right top corner has the set number. If we go through the book, it's just, classic Lego instructions. Y'all seen it before. Back of the book, we see the finished model and even an image from the set. Here's the box. Bottom corner, we have the part count, age recommendations, Lego system logo, Spirius logo, which I really think is pretty cool because there's a bunch of little eyes spying on the Lego people. On the side of the box, we have the original Walmart price tag for $11.97 back in the day. That's what you were getting for 12 bucks. I think that's pretty cool. I'd cop it. If we look at the back of the box, we see some really cool alternate models, like this really weird terrain shred thing. Here's the other side of the box, top of the box, bottom of the box, and that does it for the Recon Robot. So after looking up all these sets on Bricklink and getting an average and seeing what they have sold for, my total has come to $195. So that's pretty good. Now, it really doesn't matter because I don't see myself selling these sets anytime soon. So there really wasn't a huge point to looking up all these sets on Bricklink and getting averages and values in this number that really doesn't matter. I just was bored. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts on this video were in the comments. What was your favorite set out of the haul? And stay tuned because I'll probably be building these sets on either TikTok Lives or YouTube Lives because I really like building Lego a lot. So again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and take care. Have a great day.